What's up, everybody? So when you are someone like me who is a fan of Pixel devices, you tend to, cycle through them and just basically use them mostly to do reviews for you guys so you guys can hear about my experiences and how the phones are doing as they age every year. But the other thing I never really talked about with a lot of people really has to do with the fact of what do I do with them afterwards, right? Like when the camera's off and I'm out doing my normal daily life, thing and whatnot, like what's actually happening, right? For, the past week or so, I've been using the Pixel 10 and the Pixel 7. And right now, active sims are on my Pixel 10 and on my Pixel 9a. And the reason why is because currently right now, what I'm using as my webcam to podcast is my Pixel 7. So I'm using the main camera sensor as my webcam. And then what you guys saw right here with, this topside view is my Pixel 6a. That is being used as my topside camera. If I want to show you guys something on the phone, I've just pretty much placed the phone right here. And just, I can just literally go in and just kind of show you guys anything that I'm, wanting to show. And, the Pixel cameras, they work out just great. They, in my opinion, they're phenomenally good for what I want to do. Like, are they the best webcams for podcasting? No, I'm not a fool like that. I know that resolutions can be better on a much more powerful camera, maybe even going and getting like an actual digital camera and using it as a webcam hooked to the PC. But of all the different devices that I have, different Android devices and whatnot, to me, the coolest thing about the Pixels is that it's a simple plug and play. Now this won't go with older Pixels, older than the Pixel 6, right? So from the Pixel 6 up to the Pixel 10, you could literally just plug it in to your PC, and then in the drop-down notifications, you'll see a notification that says, charging. You tap on that. You can switch it from charging to, transferring files from your PC to your Pixel. And then there's one option at the very end of the list, and that's webcam. Tap on that and boom, that's it. It's plug and play. You don't need to install special drivers. You don't need to do any of that stuff to be able to utilize your Pixel device, especially with I call them the tensor pixels, because the Pixel 6 up till now, all of them have tensors in them, right? The Pixel 5 and older, if you were to plug it into your PC, you could still use it as a webcam, but you would have to download a third-party app like, a Droid Cam or any of those sorts, which, if you have a very, underpowered PC, it could make for such bad visuals and everything like that. I've tested it, I've done it. I prefer to just use my tensor pixels because plug and play, easy. And then to me, as a recording using software like OBS to record video, they do pretty good. So yeah, that's what you can do with your Pixel devices. If you want to kind of give them a repurpose, you can use them as a webcam. If you're somebody that wants to podcast, or even if you're just somebody that does a lot of video calls and stuff, it's excellent for that. And then another thing you can do is if you build yourself a makeshift bracket, you actually can use a third-party app known as Alfred and turn your Pixels, and this works with older Pixels too, but you could turn them into a home security camera, and you could place them all around your house where there's a power source to keep them charged. And as long as they're connected to your home Wi-Fi, they will always have a constant feed. And it's really cool too, because you can actually turn on night vision, so you can see even if the house is like completely dark. It is so cool, especially with the newer Pixels that support night sight and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, it is so cool. So repurposing your Pixel phones, there is something that you can do with them, and that's you can use them for a webcam, or you literally can just go and use them as a security cam. You can even use them as a backup phone, like a house phone, if you use something like Google Voice. Using Google Voice app on your device, connected to Wi-Fi, and then turning on where it uses data to make calls and text, and you literally have a home phone. And you don't have to take it out from your house, but it's right there on your desk. But if you're leaving your house, maybe you're going on vacation, but you want to get those phone calls, then you just install Google Voice on your phone that has an active cellular service, and that will ring if someone calls it. But, for the most part, You can use it on home Wi-Fi. You can send text messages and you can make phone calls. And there's other, VoIP calling apps that you can utilize if Google Voice is not your forte. But those are some ideas I have for repurposing Google Pixels. So then that way you are still getting your money's worth for what you spent for the phone. And those are just some of my ideas, but I would love to know what types of ideas do you guys have if you were given the option to have these Google Pixels and repurpose them. What would you do with them? Drop them in the comment section of the video. Thanks for checking out this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Aloha.